The top scorer of the Euros right now are the own goals. It's a Euro of good atmosphere, many goals, food competitions, but like I said, also many own goals. Surely there were some really bad ones in the Euros history. So let's talk about it. Before these Euros, there were 20 own goals scored since 1976. That's pretty low if you compare it with this year, and the tournament is not over yet. There were some really unlucky ones this year, as many of them were trying to defend a shot or a cross, like Rüdiger or Maximilian Wöber. Others were standing in the way after a rebound and shot the ball into his own goal, like in the case of Klaus Jasula against Croatia or Robin Ranac against Portugal. The worst by far is clearly the own goal from Samet Akaydin. After a lack of communication with the keeper Bayindir, he passed the ball into his own net, making it 0-2 for Portugal. At the moment, there have already been 9 own goals in the tournament, but it's not yet comparable with the 2020 Euros, where an incredible amount of 11 own goals were scored. That's more than in all previous competitions combined. Even though there were only 2 groups until 1992, this is extreme. It certainly has to do something with the playstyle of modern football. Cutbacks to the byline and passes into the box have increased. These are probably the main reasons, as they led to defenders to act quickly. Good examples for that are the own goals from Demiral, where he scored with his chest and after a cross, Mats Hummels, who shot the ball into his own net, leading it to a 0-1 loss against France, or Ruben Dias and Guerrero, who both scored one against Germany. Also, there were a few goalkeeper goals. A rebound from the post hit Wozniak Szczesny and went into his own net. The same happened to Lukas Radecki against Belgium, where the ball bounced from his hand into the net. An unbelievable own goal was scored by Slovakian keeper Martin Dubravka. After a shot hit the crossbar, Dubravka jumps to clear the ball, but instead of that, he fists it into his own goal. How can this happen? Now we come to the knockout phase, and in the round of 16, Spain versus Croatia, happened an own goal which was not less unbelievable than the previous one. In the 20th minute, Pedri passed the ball back to Unai Simon from the midline, but Simon misses the ball by the attempt to control it, and the ball rolls into the net. A huge mistake by Simon and an own goal for Pedri. Later, there were 2 more scored by Denis Zakaria against Spain and from Kjaer in the semis against England. 3 own goals in the knockout phase. That's the same amount as in the whole 2016 tournament. And before we come to the 2016 tournament, don't forget to like the video and subscribe our channel. We need to crack the 500 followers together. All 3 goals were scored after a ball into the center of the penalty box. Sivarsson and Kieran Clark with the head were the 2 unlucky ones in the group stage, and Gareth McCauley scored the only goal in the round of 16 game Northern Ireland against Wales, leading to a bitter out. In 2012, the only own goal was scored by Glenn Johnson against Sweden when he tried to stop the ball from passing the goal line. Between 2004 and 2012, nothing happened. In 2004, Igor Tudor diverted a free kick from Zinedine Zidane into his own net, and Jorge Andrade scored one in the semi-finals after a cross, despite that Portugal went through either way. Each one own goal were scored in the 2000 and 1996 Euros. The earliest own goal at a Euro was even 20 years before that. In 1976, no own goal in 20 years is crazy. But the playstyle was different back then. It was a clean shot into the top corner by Anton Ondruš. No chance for the keeper. Despite this, Czechoslovakia advanced to the final. Ondruš even scored in the penalty shootout, and they won their only European championship until today. Many of the own goals were inevitable or unlucky, but which were the worst and the dumbest in your opinion? Thanks for watching guys, and see you.